Well, there's an awful lot to do at the moment, but I think the change that would give me most satisfaction would be to do something over civil legal aid. I just feel that there is an unmet need for civil legal aid in Scotland, and it needs more money, but it needs more people taking part in it, and that's the main change. If at the end of my presence here I could look back and say, well, it's the one thing I was able to influence, I think that's the thing that would give me the most pleasure. Well, clearly we wouldn't be asking the government for a new act if we didn't need one. So we do need one. And yes, there will be problems if we don't get a new act. The current act just isn't fit for purpose. But at the end of the day, we do appreciate there are other pressures in the Scottish Government, and if we don't get what we want, then we'll just have to live with what we have. And I'm sure there's a way we could do that, but it'd be so much better all round if we had a new act along the lines which we've proposed to the Scottish Government. Ideally, I would like us to get back to where we had a very good relationship with them. We still do have a good relationship with them, but nobody can raise a court action against somebody else as we've had to do in the appeals and maintain a happy relationship. Life just doesn't work like that. But I'd like to get back, once we get the results of the appeal, I'd like to think if we can work together with the Commission and get back to somewhere close to where we were before, which was a good working relationship. I think the provision they've got is what they'll have to live with, because they need a change in the law to change that as well. And if we can't get change in the law, they're not going to get change in the law. So they have to live with what they've got. They managed to set their budget before without causing a problem. I think we could set their budget again without causing issues. I think it's definitely a challenge, but it's a challenge that the society is more than up for. We're up there, we're ready to take on the challenge. And bear in mind that it is easier now than it was, say, 20, 30 years ago when I first began to practice. We have the internet, we have emails, we had a very successful conference speaker some weeks ago where the chap came from Canada, live online from Canada. So the communication is so much easier now. So that makes it easier for us to keep in touch with our members who are working in different sectors and indeed countries all over the world now.